Well, hello everybody, Dan here. So a quick update on what we're going to do today. Well, what's been done and what I've got on the agenda for today. So I hooked up the transmission cooler to the radiator and to the transmission using new lines because everything got moved around, and the radiator hoses are all run. Some of it I don't really like so much, and I got to build some brackets but to hold things where they go. But it's all plumbed up. So new hose here going to a 45-degree angle, and then about I think an 18-inch flexible section. And I'll have to position this with a bracket to keep it away from the steering shaft. The other side, this is the pump suction. Kind of wraps underneath the fan shroud, comes up through here and hits the radiator. It's a goofy Chevy proprietary connection, kind of like this. That's the air connection for the intercooler, but it's a plug-in weird thing. So I didn't have a lot of options on routing, and it's pointed up at a funny angle. I'll show you that here in a minute. But today what I want to do is build the intake for the turbocharger, at least get it tacked together. It'd be a good start. There's the air cleaner. It's big. That's a 4-inch inlet, and it's going to live somewhere right in here. And so when you pull the cowling open, because all the maintenance is going to happen here, I'm not going to try and do oil checks, run the dipsticks all the way up to the hood area. There's just not enough room. So everything's going to be done from underneath the cowling. So air cleaner will live up against the firewall there, and then you'll just move the pipe out of the way and then pull this out of its container to clean it. So the inlet is down here, and I've got to get the tube up, around, and forward. So that's the project. I looked around on the internet for what I wanted, and I couldn't find it, so I'm going to make it. I'd have much rather bought it, but it'll be fun to make it too. I picked up a chunk of pipe from the local store, aluminum. I'll chuck it up and turn it into a disc that will get welded to this 3.5-inch. This picture represents the relationship I have there. So this is the ring. That's the flange for the turbocharger. This guy's going to sit right there. No, it's going to get cut and sit right there. It's got to clear this. That's the over the engine brace for the shock towers. And then a reducer, and then into a piece of 4-inch, which will turn here, go forward, and the air cleaner will be up here. I'm going to shorten this as much as I can and pull that down a bit so the air cleaner's not too high. But this is the stock intake, and it was all just too long, and I wished I could have just modified this somehow by rotating this around, but it ends up being just too tall, and air cleaner just be way too high. So can't use that as much as I want to. So I'm going to chuck up that piece of pipe. It's 4.5-inch with 4.5-inch OD, 3/4-inch wall. And I'm just going to spin a ring out of it. Got enough in case I screw it up a few times. So that's next. I'll show you in a minute. Well, in hours.